It was one of my friend's 24th birthday, and one of my other friends did my hair. She curled my hair. It doesn't look as good as it did earlier, but yeah, she curled my hair. I might need to get a curling iron. I have naturally wavy hair, but it was really fun to like do the full thing. But yeah, I have my light on a different setting. I have one of those hue lamps, and I have it set to more like an orangey yellow. I think I might film more videos with this light because it's just like dimmer and softer, and it doesn't hurt my eyes as much. So I think I might do more of this like that. We went to a restaurant that was like Thai, Texas fusion, like barbecue fusion, and it was really good. We shared a bunch of food. We had um, hot, like spicy fried cauliflower with like a peanut salad, peanut like crunchy salad underneath. And then we split a bunch of fried rice, different fried rices. And then we got curries, different curries, like a brisket curry and then a lamb shoulder curry. And just some drinks. I just had guava nectar. Um, but yeah, it was really fun. Everybody looked so good. The restaurant's really cute. And then we went to a bar and just had one more cocktail. And then I need to work tomorrow and I'm pretty tired, so we just had it home after. And it was really, really fun. And my friend, the friend whose birthday it was, she and her boyfriend, um, who's also a friend, are traveling to Europe next week. So they're going to Amsterdam, Italy, Hungary, Croatia. They're going all over the place, so I'm really excited for them. And they're meeting up with one of our friends over there. So I'm really happy for them. I'm really excited for them. Yeah, I just think they're gonna have the best time ever, so that's pretty cool. I'm sad I won't be in Spain at the same time as they're in Europe, but that's okay. I'll see them when they get back. Sorry, I got really close to the mic right there. That might have been a little too loud. Um, yeah, I had kind of a lazy day. I was gonna be more productive today, but it just didn't work out that way. I couldn't sleep last night, so you know how that goes. You just and it was really beautiful out today. It was like the first real like nice day of spring. All the cherry blossoms are blooming, and the trees just looks so magical here now. So, but I think it's gonna be a thunderstorm tomorrow. So, well, maybe I'll film a video if there's rain, heavy rain, and thunder and lightning. I love the sound of rain, like natural sounds, like wind and rain and thunder and thunder. I really like those sounds, especially sleeping during stuff like that. Hail is kind of hard to sleep through though, because there's a metal bar outside of my window, and it hits the metal and is just really loud, and I don't really like that sound. But when rain hits it, it's pretty pleasant. So, tonight I'm just gonna do what I'm watching, or what I've been watching. It feels like I just filmed this, but I guess it was like, well, by the time this posts, it'll be like over 2 months ago. And I am someone who has to watch like a bunch of different shows at once because my attention span is so bad. Um, yeah, so I have a couple movies I've watched lately, and some of the shows I've been watching. Um, I've probably forgotten a couple, but that's okay. So it's not going to be a super long video. Just going to be chill. You can just hear me ramble. Maybe you'll like one of these shows. Maybe you've seen it. I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to film tonight because I think I mentioned in my last video I'm going to a family reunion for a couple days in Seattle. So the days I usually film, I'm not going to be home. So, and I'm probably not going to bring my mic to Seattle. So, okay. I'm gonna look at my notes. So if you see me looking down, well, I look around a lot. That's just kind of who I am. But yeah. So I saw Mickey 17 The director of Parasite directed it, or Snowpiercer. Those are some famous movies he's directed. Love both of those. Mickey 17 was pretty good. It was about a guy who signs up to be like an expendable clone in space and on a new planet called Nilfheim that this almost like religious cult is colonizing, and it's about that. I don't know. It was pretty long. I think that was the worst part. It was a little too long. But it was pretty quirky and funny. Toni Collette was really good. Um, Mark Ruffalo kind of played the same character he played in Poor Things. So that was like one of the first things my friend and I noticed. My mom also noticed that too. He basically played the same character. Um, I'd say I'd recommend it. It was not as good as Snowpiercer or Parasite, but it was still pretty good. Oh, he directed Oakjaw too. That was good. Yeah, I'd say it's like fourth best of his that I've seen. Maybe fifth. Wasn't my favorite, but wasn't bad. It was entertaining, fun sci-fi, cute aliens. If you like science fiction, you'll probably like it. Then I watched Moana 2. I didn't see Moana when it was in theaters because I knew it would be on Disney Plus. And I really liked the first one. I did not like the second one. It just was very formulaic, and the music wasn't as good, the plot wasn't as good, it just wasn't. I feel like they didn't need to make a second one. I feel like the first one was so good, they didn't need to do a second one whatsoever. Yeah, if you have kids, they might like it, otherwise, it was just, it was okay. And then I watched Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy. I've never seen a Bridget Jones movie before, so I want to go back and watch those. Renee Zellweger. I forgot that she wasn't British. She does a really convincing accent, I think. I'm not British, so I don't know. If you're British, let me know what you think about her accent. But it was really cute. Yeah, I need to go back and watch them. It was just kind of like a fun rom-com. But yeah. I'll go back to the other two movies I watched recently were really good, so I'm going to talk about them at the end. TV shows I've been watching, like Survivor 48, of course. I've said before, Survivor's my favorite show of all time. Survivor's been pretty good. I'm just excited for next year when 50 comes out. Miss Amanda Kimmel needs to be back on our screens. Oh, and I've been watching Australian Survivor, Brains vs. Bronze 2. Australian Survivor is so good. It's almost like, I think Australian Survivor is better than New Era Survivor. Old Survivor was really good. New Era Survivor has been okay. But Australian Survivor is just consistently always good. They have really fun twists, and the cast is bigger. They have like 24 people a season. They last from like 45 days to 55 days, so it's really cool. They have really fun challenges. They have really great endurance challenges, which Survivor doesn't have as much anymore. They have more puzzles. But the endurance challenges on Australian Survivor are insanely good. They're like really entertaining challenges. So I've been watching that. I couldn't sleep last night and I watched like 3 episodes of the current season. It's so fire. It's so good. If you like Survivor, you should definitely check that out. I just found it on YouTube. And then I've been watching a K-drama called Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha on Netflix. It's about a woman who has a really crappy boss. She's a dentist, like I guess newer dentist. And she ends up opening a practice in a small coastal town and gets involved with one of the men there who everybody loves. And at first, people are kind of judgy of her because she's from the city and she's kind of uppity. But they grow to all love each other, and I'm like at 2/3 minutes of the way done. And her best friend moves with her, and she falls in love with the policeman, and it's really cute. It's like a feel-good K-drama, and I need some feel-good, so that's been just really cute and easy to watch. So, would definitely recommend that if you're in the mood for something chill. And then I've been watching Sakamoto Days on Netflix, which is like an anime about a retired assassin. Oh, sorry, I just shook the whole table. And yeah, he's just like one of the best assassins ever, and he retired to start a family, and he owns like a convenience store, and some of his old comrades like either join him or like try to kill him, unalive him. And yeah, it's a pretty good anime. I don't watch a ton of anime. I like anime, but I don't watch a ton, but I've been enjoying this, so. And then The White Lotus, controversial. Um, the most recent episode of the third season, it's in Thailand. And I guess it was really controversial because of a zesty scene. Um, and some people on social media were like really outraged about it. They thought it was the most insane thing they've ever seen. But if you ever watched The X-Files and saw the episode Home with the, what's the like inbred family that lives on a farm, I think I was so disgusted and like horrified by that episode. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I don't know how to stop that. I think if you've seen that, then you're prepared for anything of the sorts. Like White Lotus was like child's play compared to that. It was so much it's super tame compared to that, but it's still like not okay, I think. But yeah, I was just kind of like, oh, I've seen worse. But yeah, White Lotus is pretty good. This season's been kind of slow for me. I liked the second season the most so far. And then I'm watching Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn, I'm not a huge DC fan, but Harley Quinn is so freaking funny. I think even people that aren't into like DC or superheroes, it's hilarious. The comedy is so dark and funny. And Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy are just like the cutest gay couple on television, I think. I just think, yeah, they're just great together. And Joker is really funny. I think it's one of the best iterations of the Joker. Yeah, it's hilarious. I definitely recommend that. It's definitely adult. Definitely adult, but raunchy. It's raunchy. It's raunchy comedy. Raunchy superhero comedy. My throat is really dry. But I got my big dumb cup with me. Okay, and the last two things are just some movies I really liked. Like, really liked. So one of them was Mississippi Burning, and I watched that. My dad recommended it after the passing of Gene Hackman. And it's him and Willem Dafoe and Frances McDormand and some other actors I know, but I can't name them. And it's about this, well, these civil rights activists get unalived in the Deep South during the civil rights movement. And it just deals with the horrible racism that was accepted in that part of the country at the time. And it's pretty sad and pretty heartbreaking. And the community has to come to terms with the harsh realities of racism. And some of them really don't want to. The Ku Klux Klan is in it. Terrifying. Yeah, it's a really interesting movie, and the acting's really good. A little bit of mystery, a little bit of drama, but I think the most important part of it is just like looking at, I don't know, I think everyone could benefit from watching it. It just really highlights the absolute horrors that people of color go through and went through in the past and still go through in certain parts of the world today. So, um, it's just a really well made film. Cinematography is beautiful too. Uh, yeah, I totally recommend that. But my favorite movie from this month and like last month that I watched, I just was randomly like scrolling through Amazon Prime, and a movie with Mary McDonnell and Alfre Woodard popped up, and I had never seen it, never really heard of it. So I watched it. It's called Passion Fish. I think it's like definitely in my top 50 movies now. It was so good. About a woman who becomes a paraplegic after a car accident. I think a car accident. And she was a like a soap opera star, like really famous. And during the, I think it was 1990, like 80s and 90s soap operas were like pretty high caliber, I guess. That's what my grandma said. And she was really well known. And yeah, she got in this accident and had to go back to her family's house in Louisiana. And she reconnects with an old flame. And then Alfre Woodard plays her nurse, who also has a tumultuous past. And they become each other's, like, uh, crutches. They just rely on each other. And it's a really great movie about friendship and uh, recovering from trauma and love. Just like love, and not even like in a romantic way, but like family, finding your family and people you love. Yeah, it was just a really great film. Definitely recommend that. But yeah, that's about it. There are probably some other shows I watched, but I'm like blanking. Traders is over. Deal or No Deal Island is over. Yeah. I hope you check out Passion Fish and Mississippi Burning. I would recommend those to anyone over the age of like 16. Um, yeah. I hope you have a good night, or morning, or evening, or like if you're in space, that's cool too. But thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you soon.